Welcome into To Your Health. March is National Problem Gambling Awareness Month, and we said gambling, but you said to your health, because basically, if a person has a problem with gambling, it is truly a health issue. I have the pleasure to serve as the president of the Alabama Council on Compulsive Gambling, a nonprofit organization that helps persons with problem gambling. But I'm not going to do the interview. I'm bringing in the expert, Roger Olsen, who you are a resource development director, and yes, you've got an interesting background because you're actually a clinician.
Correct.
And you're a recovering gambling addict.
I am, and thank you for bringing that up,
That's
Jack.
right.
I just celebrated 24 years of sobriety.
And congratulations.
Well, thank you. But that also gives me a very unique perspective.
Yes, it does.
Because I know firsthand what it's like to become addicted to gambling, and how to dig yourself out of that hole. Because it is an addiction.
Yes.
And it's been classified as that. And that's a hard concept for a lot of people to take into mind, because they say, well, you know, when they think of addiction, they think of alcohol, they think of drugs, they think of opioids or painkillers. Right. But you can get addicted to gambling, and really, you can get addicted to just about anything. But when people get addicted to gambling, because it is an addiction, you cannot stop on your own. And Problem Gambling Awareness Month is always during the month of March, because there is more gambling.
March Madness.
Absolutely,
yes.
Yeah. People filling out their brackets, and there's even more gambling in March than there is for the Super Bowl.
Isn't that amazing?
And so the theme this year for Problem Gambling Awareness Month is awareness plus action.
Okay.
And that's what we're doing this morning. We're making your audience aware that it is a problem.
Okay, so our viewers today can be of one or two categories. You're watching your show and you say, I may have a gambling problem, or you're watching this show and you say, I may have a good friend or a family member
Correct.
that I feel has a gambling problem.
Yes.
In either case, we can get them help.
That's right, and that's where the action part comes in. And we have provided, we've trained over the last 6.5 years, we've trained over 80 clinicians throughout the entire state of Alabama. We're the only organization that does that. And we've partnered with the United Way's 211 program, and that has become the lifeline within the entire state of Alabama. If somebody thinks they have a gambling problem, they can pick up the phone, they can call 211, and the people at 211 will be able to refer them to either a clinician or a support group, or at the very least, they can refer them to me.
Yes, where you can take the call and get them in the right direction.
Correct.
And that 211 number is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year long. Never goes away.
No, and it's entirely 100%
right.
confidential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times a person, it's 2 o'clock in the morning, they just lost everything.
That's right.
They're driving home and say, what can I do?
Yep.
Just remember 211, keep it in your mind, and it'll give them some good ideas that we can move forward.
That's correct.
And of course, this month we were very fortunate to have Governor Ivey. She signed a proclamation, which you're seeing right now.
Right.
And you and I attended that proclamation.
Correct, yes.
Designated in Alabama, this is National Problem Gambling Awareness Month.
Correct.
So it's official from that area. Really quickly, before we have to go away, 2 things. How does a person know that they may have a gambling problem?
Well, number one, they're spending money that they can't afford to lose.
Okay.
Number 2, they're lying to everybody and their brother about their whereabouts, about their financial situation, and about the money that they're spending. And number 3, they continue to gamble despite the negative consequences that the activity is going to leave in its wake.
So money is really not the factor. I mean, it becomes a factor, but it's just that, like you say, the thrill of the win.
That's it. That's it. Money's the drug of choice, okay? For a problem gambler, there is no winning moment, because everything they win, they just keep playing it back.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, and we've seen that time and time again.
Absolutely,
That's
yes.
great. Well, Roger, we again need to let our viewers know that very important number is 211.
Correct.
It's throughout the whole state of Alabama, because obviously we're doing this in the Montgomery area. This show will air in the Birmingham area as well as statewide. So
Correct.
viewers across the state need to realize, if you know somebody that does have the problem, they can dial that 211 number.
Help is available.
Right. And thank you for all the good work the organization is doing.
Our pleasure.
Whatever we can do, like we say, we're here to help.
That's it.
That's right. And just remember this, if you know of a loved one that you feel has the problem, get them to dial that 211 number, or at least if you think you need help, call it yourself, and we can at least get the ball rolling in the right direction. And we'll be right back right after this.